Hi guys! We are going to be starting a author study on Gail Gibbons, and we are going to be reading 4 books by Gail Gibbons. The first book we're going to be reading is called Penguins by Gail Gibbons. The next book is Giant Pandas by Gail Gibbons. The next book is The Honeymakers by Gail Gibbons, and the last book is a cool book. It's called The Moon Book by Gail Gibbons. And all of these books and all of her books are going to be filled with facts and information. So if her books are filled with true facts and information, that means the genre of all of her books is going to be nonfiction. So I hope you guys answered that. All right. So the first book that we are going to be reading is called Penguins. And in this book, I'm going to be noticing something called labels. And all across here are labels. These are text features. They tell me exactly what type of penguin I'm looking at. Or it tells me a body part. Or it tells me what part of the earth we're in. So we're going to notice that Gail Gibbons writes nonfiction, and she uses the text feature labels to make sure that the reader, or us, we know exactly what she's talking about. So before we begin, I do want to point out that penguins have 4 stages. They have an egg, a baby, a fledgling, and an adult. That's their life cycle. So if you're picturing this, it's egg, baby, fledgling, adult, egg, baby, fledgling, adult, egg. That's their life cycle, 4 stages. When they are in the egg stage, the parents incubate the egg. Incubate means they keep it safe. And here's our egg. And when they incubate it, they are protecting it from the elements. Look where they live. Is it bright and sunny? No. So they need to incubate to protect the egg. And they put that egg underneath this broad pouch. And that broad pouch is a flap of skin that goes over the egg, and the egg is going to be sitting on the top of their feet. So you can see their feet here. They would put the egg on top, and this rude pouch would come over the egg to protect it. And that's what's happening right here. You can see that there's that pouch over it. You can't see the egg because it's covered. It's being incubated, kept warm, protected, and safe. Now, when a baby penguin is born, it's called a chick. And when all those chicks get together into a group, they're called a creche. And I see that label right there telling me this is a creche. All of those little baby penguins are all together. And then after about 3 to 10 months, the baby penguins, or those chicks, turn into fledglings. Now, and you can see that label, we have fledglings, which means they're a little bit older. So we're on that 3rd stage right now. Fledgling is the 3rd stage. When they turn into adults, and this is important, because people were herding penguins, because they wanted to take their skin, they wanted to take their babies, they wanted penguins as pets or to bring them different places, some things called sanctuaries were set up. So areas of the world are now sanctuaries, which means that no human can go and hurt penguins or to take penguins. No human can go and touch penguins. If it's a sanctuary, it's protected by law. So no one is allowed to go there and harm penguins. This is so penguins can thrive without human interference. So again, before we listen to our book Penguins, we are thinking about our penguin life cycle. It starts as an egg. The egg is incubated in the broad pouch of the parent. And then once the egg hatches, it turns into a chick. A baby penguin is called a chick. And when all those baby penguins get together, they're in a group called a creche. And then as it grows, 3 to 10 months later, it becomes a fledgling. once it's finished and it grows its actual feathers and its actual coat, that black and white coat we all know so well, it becomes an adult. And as they live as an adult, they are in those sanctuaries and they are protected from humans or people who want to do harm. And then those adults are going to lay those eggs. So we have 4 stages. I'm thinking about metamorphosis, and I'm thinking, what do I remember from metamorphosis? If it has 4 stages, is it complete or incomplete? Remember, if it was born looking exactly like it's going to look when it grows up, it is incomplete. And penguins are an incomplete metamorphosis. All right, so now that we know some vocabulary, we are going to click another link and get into our read aloud.